Hey there guys, MrJason200 here with my last video of the decade. Yep, I said my last video. I'm putting my YouTube channel to rest and privating some of my videos. I never wanted to make this in a very long time, and I've thought about doing this for a while, but I guess it's time for me to do the right thing to do. Why am I leaving early, you may ask? Well, there's some reasons why. 1. My interest making of content nowadays. For about 4 years, I've been making videos and starting off with some Go animated logic. And I'm starting to begin to hate beyond nowadays. And that, my friend, will be in this video later on when we get through all of the reasons. Anyway, around late 2016, I started making live streams, and I kind of stopped a while back. Yeah, and as you saw like a couple months ago, I haven't been uploading much. The only thing that I know what to upload is eliminations, even though that already ended. So I guess I can say that uploading YouTube videos is now boring, and it's kind of not my thing right now, and I kind of run out of ideas what to upload. And yeah, there's nothing much else to say to you about me uploading. 2. The Ultimate Super Character Elimination Grand Finale. Yes, I decided to end Ultimate Super Character Elimination. I thought that I would be doing this because, for some reason, I only did that because while making this, I thought about ending it at some point. For almost 5 years, I've been making this. It says for almost 5 years, this has been my most running series ever. Yeah, and could be the longest character elimination running series. But at least I just ended it already and made the ending more powerful, and there's no one that there's not even a single person that decided to put an end to something like this, like how the ending plot goes. Like most some character eliminations need some backstories or some more plot details, and yeah. I've never seen a Beyond user or anybody who made the eliminations a while back made something like this, because I decided to make this as a series, and for somewhat later I decided to make like backstories and have mini villains and all that. But yeah, it's kind of surprising because I was the only person who had like most backstories and other plots and onto it, and yeah, it's kind of amazing. I would like to thank my friend Jacob for helping me, or Poplio HQ. You can, yeah. I've so a while Let me tell you a story about between me and Jacob. Around April of 2015, I saw him that he was part of my old friends. That he's requesting my old friend some more characters, and I thought I wanted to do the same thing, and I asked him too. And at first, he was kind of frustrating to deal with, and he kind of pisses me off a while back. Yeah, he was Kazakh Brick, and then a couple years later, he was been sticking with me and giving requests to my videos, for about a couple years, and I thought at first, hey, I kind of don't need his help at all, but I kind of still wanted to thank him for season 12 and I guess season 10, but he mostly did the work for season 11 because I, because like I said a while back, I wanted to take a break, and yeah, but yeah, Ultimate Super Character Elimination has ended, and I don't know about somewhere in the future there would be a spin-off or reboot to it, or I don't know exactly. 3. School. For me, school starts on the 15th, and I have to go back. Yeah, I'm going to be a senior for the next school year. And not only that, this is my last year of high school before moving on to college or something. Some of you already read on my community once, and I think it would be best to explain this again. And it's kind of like I was going to take off a hiatus, but yeah, I guess I could say like a hiatus is helpful. Senior year is going to be tough. The most difficult class I'm having trouble with is algebra math. Learning about algebra is a big struggle for me. And my mom said algebra is the only thing to pass high school. Without taking it, I would get held back another year. And I don't want that to happen, honestly. Yes, I know some people that are already held back in like kindergarten due to language or their stupidity or something. But yeah, I just don't want to get held back because I knew less about algebra. So, at the beginning of junior year, here's how I got into algebra. This was back in September 2018 and took it only for a month. I got switched out of the functional to algebra, and I was trying to understand how the concept of this works. But it was kind of too hard, and most of my answers were wrong. Every day I get most answers wrong. I also did this for homework, and my mom helped me through this. But I always get into an argument every time the same questions were wrong, and it was kind of very struggling to get through. So my mom called a tutor for me last year to help me with algebra, and he's still helping me yet to this day. So my tutor always comes over every. Well, he used to come every Tuesday and Thursday, but now he only comes on Mondays and Wednesdays in the morning nowadays. So I can be he always does that so I can be prepared for next year, senior year. He will still come over during senior year. I use a math program for algebra that helps me understand. But sometimes it gets frustrating when I don't get it. Oh, but don't worry, guys. Um, I'll possibly come back after I graduate or something. And if I don't graduate, I'm gonna have to take another year or 2 years. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to make the hiatus much longer or something. But like I said before, I still will be on Steam and MeWe. But for MeWe, I will not definitely tell you the username. Or anyone make me cause drama. Or I don't want to be involved with drama. But at least I keep everything on my profile private. 4. Hangouts on air coming to an end. Last month I was in a live stream with Jack right now. Last month. But, and then he reads a note on the Hangouts on air thing while live streaming. And he said that on August 1st, 2019, Hangouts on air will be going away. And then it says to try the live stream webcam or something. So, so I'm guessing that August 1st already passed and now it's gone. Yes, as you may saw in my recent videos, I make live streams, but one of them already got unlisted because I don't know. I just unlisted them because sometimes I don't usually use it very often, very much. But I didn't even realize that Hangouts on Air is gonna go away closer to this time. So I'm gonna say it's already gone, and it's already gone. And back then, I usually do live streams whenever I'm bored, and mostly my content is live streaming, and both eliminations and live streaming. But last time I live streamed was in January, I think. Yeah, January, I think, with the Hangouts on Air thing. But sometime when I return, I'll probably use a different program like a like Action is what I used the last time I live streamed a while back on the Left 4 Dead gameplay aftermath. Sometimes if I do like a Hangouts call, I would use the program and then do it again. So like I said, I was in a live stream with Jack, and then it says Hangouts on Air is going away on August 1st, 2019. And he had the same opinion. Like, he usually live streams whenever he's bored. And at least that Hangouts isn't going away as well. But what Hangouts on Air is, it's gonna take a lot of work to make a live stream in a different way on Hangouts. Or if you want to stick to the plan to what I'm doing, then stick to the plan of when I'm gonna do a live stream with Hangouts, then I guess I can use a program to use it. 5. And this is the final reason. The Go Animate community itself. It was that time that when Go Animate was very fun and entertaining. But Go Animate isn't fun anymore or something. Because sometimes it could either depend on if Elvin Hung is trying to save money for his family, or due to the grounding trend. That's what I mostly think. It wasn't even that fun to use ever since July 21st, 4 years, when the messages, comments, favorites, and followers were, you know, vanished. That happened for about 4 years. I knew most people, I knew most friends that vanished before or after this happened. It, so sometimes the real reason why Alvin hung is was um, trying to remove some themes and options and voices is because he wants to save money for his family, because he does have a family and sometimes you want to take care of your family. So, for example, on who I used to know, in case if you already saw some of my videos, or well, some of you guys already remembered who this person is. So, let me tell you the real story on how I decided to add Kitty Rainbow Dash in my videos, and I only did that just to remember her. And she was, okay, I'm sorry if I'm gonna have to use this, but I have to because I just wanted to um, finish up the sentence. So she was a quote unquote bad user, or yeah, that's the term. So I kind of didn't like her at first, and I kind of didn't like how she made videos out of me back then. And then she was half trollish, half nicer. She was kind of like a Dragon Ball nerd, like me currently. Well, a little bit, but then she just vanished before the 21st situation happened. And then I lost so many friends after that happened, when the themes were becoming to vanish, coming to an end, all that. So then a couple years later, I decided to move on, and then I just took a hiatus last year, 2018, and then decided to come back, and then to see how the Go Anime community is doing. And then the next year, which is um right now has gone downhill. Like, sometimes the community would um complain about terminating people and complaining about they are demonetized due to not family friendly, or something like that. So sometimes sometimes people just want money on YouTube. Because they just post videos on YouTube, because so they can share it to all of their fans, and then and try it to work, either if they want to move out or buy their own stuff, or because sharing is what YouTube is for, not just complaining about not wanting money, because it may not be a scam, but it sounds greedy and all. And there were situations going on like that. This person. I do not want to mention the username because I don't want to get a strike or something like that. So anyway, the AV situation is what I first heard back in February, you know. is how she just terminated, and yeah, that was kind of stupid because all she does is she just terminates people because it's not whether family friendly, or I think, or something. I kind of forgot why she just gives strikes to everyone. Is because it's either because of inappropriate things or something going on. Yeah, and then she's just and then people are starting to give her criticism. For example, she gets triggered over from a sexual video, reports it, and then terminates them, but watches those kinds of stuff. So, and then she gets triggered from a violent video, and then suddenly reports it, but she just uses FTF, HTF video to express their hate to someone, and also makes punishment day videos, which is people's choices. They can do whatever they want with their channel, but Animate has running it has no choice but to shut it down in January because the HTML5 people wouldn't seem to care, but just to remove some features on it. And once Animate has no choices, they've already scheduled it. This happens again and again and again. Anime had no choices but to remove this stuff due to the fact that HTML5 is just trying to take over. Back then, I cannot believe people, especially myself, put blame on Alvin Hung for doing all this, and I still don't blame him. It comes to my attention that it's become from easily make animations exactly the way you want into a business site, and it's going downhill fast. I am so glad that I've already finished most of my projects that I spent throughout the 5 years already. If I didn't, then after the legacy video maker is removed, I have nothing else to do. Maybe I'll start current projects with a different program, but don't count on it. Now I'm going to be looking at some Go Animators commentaries on other things, especially the HTML5 and other Go Animators that start hypocrisy. I will still answer some questions I can, and I will still comment on YouTube. But if you guys have any questions, I'll still be able to answer. So long, and thanks for all the fish. One final note, because I know this is going to happen. If you see anyone else on YouTube or anywhere from now on claiming to be me, they are liars. Don't believe them. Actually, I'll admit, they'll claim that my YouTube channel got hacked. They'll claim that I've returned while I'm gone. They'll claim everything. They'll all be lies. I'll expect some people that can re-upload my content. Well, that's fine, as long as you don't claim to be me. So just because you see any titles that it has re-uploaded or archival on their video title, that doesn't mean they are claiming to be me. Goodbye.